Hi, fellow members of the Cambridge Who's Who. My name is Pat Amiro. I'm a survivor. I am considered one of the greatest generation born as described by Tom Brokaw in his book of the same title. Today I'm living a rather peaceful life in my twilight years, yet working, yet dwelling in a body with constant physical pain. Anyways, thanks be to God, I'm able to endure it, for literally He has been my Savior wherever, whatever occurred in my life that was life-threatening, damning to my soul, acquiring new directions to pursue, protecting family life, and more and more. God was and is always there for me. Why? What purpose? As a matter of fact, I've written a book entitled The Finger of God, driven by odyssey toward deliverance. I wrote it to show my love for Him as well as appreciation. Also, how I managed to survive life throughout my life. It's an autobiography which describes living a wayward life, bereft of mother at age 6, a school dropout at age 16, and an orphan at 17. From this age onwards, my life is completely turned around because the finger of God was at work. Again, survival, but now became more purposeful. A priest got me reinstated in the Civilian Conservation Corps. Then at age 20, God saved me from death when I was wounded by a Japanese sniper in New Georgia during World War II, serving with the United States Marine Corps, 4th Marine Raiders. In successive and tumultuous years, I survived very near tragic and fatal incidents. I was nearly drowned at age 12. I attempted suicide, come down with tuberculosis, and I was involved in a very severe motorcycle accident. I had bladder cancer surgery. I had a colonectomy done, and then I had an aneurysm in my abdominal artery, and most recently pneumonia, which is nearly fatal. Presently, I'm in both group and individual therapy for post-traumatic stress syndrome, a war-begotten injury or illness. Yes, I've lived most of my life living in and out of hospitals and clinics, always surviving by God's grace and mercy. At age 25, I met and married my soulmate, Josephine, who recently passed away after 54 generous, glorious years of marriage. She gave us 4 beautiful children, and out of which came 8 grandchildren and a great-grandson. It was throughout my marriage and the birth of children that prompted my return to school at age 29. I completed 3 years of high school in 1 year, then went on to college for 17 straight years, acquiring nearly a doctoral degree. My career in education started out as a teacher, but eventually became a very successful guidance counselor. I had acquired, during my 43 years in the teaching profession, several lifetime licensures in different categories. Guidance counselor was my forte. I just love working in this capacity. As I said earlier, I'm living in the twilight years of my life rather peacefully, still surviving at age 86 with physical pain, writing poetry. To date, I have an anthology of poems which I'm planning to publish, entitled Expressions from the Heart, His heart being, of course, God's. In effect, they're written in the style of spirituality. I hope this background of how I survived will encourage you to purchase my book, which is really well worth reading when it will be released sometime soon. It covers many topics related to psychology, education, and religion, dealing with stubborn children, unhappy childhood experiences, school dropout, surviving runaway, suicide, fatal diseases, physical handicap, bankruptcy, anxiety, disenfranchised family, the power of God, and more. Like I said, I was born in the greatest generation, and my life has certainly proved it beyond a doubt. Why shouldn't it? God and my faith in Him pointed out the path to travel, which is the way, truth, and life. This is why I'm a survivor. Thanks be to God.